Alright, welcome back to Adobe Dreamweaver CC. In this tutorial we're going to style our nav bar. A couple of notes in between tutorials for this nav. There was all these media queries and I deleted them all because they were unnecessary. But to delete them, all you got to do is select the area, go right click, go to delete, and you'll delete the media query from the style sheet. Now, there were literally, some of these had 20 or 30 style sheets all located in the Bootstrap CSS, so they came with it. So I had to, it takes a little bit of time, but basically I got rid of that. The other thing I wanted to point out was the nav bar. Remember, I renamed it .nav original, so in the code view I had to change that from nav to .nav original. Also note the nav bar header here. If I hit the up arrow, it's the nav bar default. It was .navbar dash default, and that's just redundant. Anytime you can modify the name, make it easier, it should just be not navbar default, but you'll notice it's not visible here. Well, if we switch to the code view here, here it says .navbar default with display none. So what I have to do is just get rid of this beginning extension and then go back to split view, and voila, it's gone. So everything's back to normal. Most of the navigation from the desktop version should be up to par. There might be some adjustments that have to be made. This is an issue with flexible layouts, so you just have to realize you might have to go around and tweak different things. So let's get to styling this guy. Now there's lots of little components here. In fact, I added the home button. I wanted to share how to do that real quick before we get to styling. If we go to the source code and go to code view here, you will see right here it is the active, which has the index HTML, and there's the home button. So for the next one, all we do is highlight the link and type in 2D artwork, and everywhere where there's a hashtag here, you can add the link. So it would be 2D artwork, all one word, .html, and that would be the link for that. So each of these would have that. You'd have a 3D artwork, animations, bio, and contact. So, and then there's the brand here, which the brand, I could name it, my name, or the art of James Kleckner or something like that. Let's do that, for example. And then under hashtag here again, there is a link, so I could add that as the index.html. That's very common. So when you go back to split view, you'll see all that update. Now we have the art of James Kleckner, we have a home here, 2D artwork. I'm not going to do the rest, but you get the idea. Now to style this, it's actually quite, there's a really wonderful site. It's right here, I have it up. It's work.smarchal.com/twbscolor/ and this is for your Bootstrap nav bar, and it's really cool. You can go by the different versions here, and then you can choose your colors for your nav bar. So the default background color, I may want black, and then you have to click the little choose button here and it will update here at the bottom. For the active background, click in here, and maybe I want this sort of cool, kind of nice cyan color. Click choose, and it updates. The default color, I may want pure white. Click choose, and now that's updated. I can choose to colorize the drop down menu, so any drop down will show up like this, which is kind of cool. And then the active color, I was thinking it'd be nice to have that nice sort of bright red. And then click out. Oh, see, I forgot to hit choose. This is always important with this. Just make sure you click on the choose button there. And now you'll be able to see the red pop up everywhere. So to get your code, if you scroll down here, there is like Sass and Less and CSS here. And what you have to do is just highlight it all. So I'm just going to highlight it all. Not too much there. Imagine having to do all this by hand. It's crazy, right? So I'm just going to copy it, go back to Dreamweaver, and instead of adding directly in the styles here, what I'm going to do is create a new style sheet for mobile. So I should do File, Save All Related Files, and then under the sources here, click on the little plus, and then create a new CSS file. Browse to where you want it to be. It's the portfolio website, and then I'm just going to name it Styles, but this time mobile, and then .css, and then click Save. And it looks like there's one already there, which I just tested this before, so I just click yes. Do I want to replace it? And I want to basically link it or import, and then click OK. Now in the styles, if we go over there to the mobile styles and go to code view, you'll see here it looks like it missed the beginning, which is the character set is usually on there. I think it's because I overwrote the old one. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to add a line here and then just paste in all the code that I had. Oh, it looks like it didn't work, the pasting. So I guess what I'll do is I'll just copy this character set and go to the first line, paste. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's see. What I'm going to do is pause, and I'm going to delete probably this and redo it again. So I deleted it, and we're going to try this one more time. I'm going to copy this code. Let's go down a little bit to there. Again, copy it again. Go back to Dreamweaver. And again, we're going to add a new styles. So we're going to click on here, create new CSS. Again, browse to our folder, which is the portfolio, and then we're going to call it styles mobile.css, and then click save, and then make sure a link is set up here and then not import. That was the issue before. Then click OK, and here is the link, and if we go to the code view, here it is. So what I have to do is basically after this just paste in the code and then go back to split view, and you can see everything has been updated, which is pretty awesome. I mean, we got all that styling done on the fly there, and was pretty easy to do. Now you can still further style it. So for example, if we want to style the typeface here, what I can do is hit the up arrow until I get the default nav bar here, scroll over here, and in the styles I can choose the max width 650, and here's the nav bar defaults, and then I can go to text, pick a color, I'll add white, and then I can pick a font family, say this Baskerville, and you'll see it be updated here, which is pretty cool. So between those two things, you can style and then basically rename these very quick and easy, just by going to the source code, go to code view, and again down here all these links you just got to replace with whatever you're going to call them, which for me would be the 3D artwork, all the way down to contact, and then the hash add the index files, and pretty much be good to go. We'd have this very cool mobile sort of navigation, very quick and easy, all done just by going on one site and applying it to our code. And if we maximize our area here, you'll see it disappears, and we have our mobile to tablet and then desktop here. And it's gonna definitely take some finessing to get the layout done, but overall this is coming along really well. Until next time, see you soon in Adobe Dreamweaver CC. Cheers.